Imagine a world where the most profound impacts come from the least expected places. We often overlook the quiet heroes, the everyday people who, without a second thought, extend a hand when you least expect it. Sometimes kindness doesn't look gentle, it looks brave. This story is shared in hope. We too can become like him when the situation needed us to be the frontliner. Today, we diving deep into the story of a young man whose split-second decision redefined the meaning of courage. This is the story of Anthony Borges. It's an ordinary teenager who just cared and protect his friends and classmates from a failed system. February 14th, 2018. A day that started like any other at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, but would end in unimaginable tragedy. As chaos erupted and a gunman roamed the halls, students scrambled for safety. In one classroom, as the final students rushed in, a 15-year-old boy named Anthony Borges found himself at the threshold. With the sound of gunfire drawing nearer, Anthony didn't hesitate. He didn't just close the door. He became the door. He used his own body as a human barricade, pushing with all his might to hold it shut, to shield the 20 classmates cowering inside. The gunman arrived at their classroom and tried to force his way in, but Anthony held firm. Frustrated, the attacker fired multiple rounds directly through the door. The wood splintered and bullets tore through Anthony's body. He was hit 5 times. Once in his back, twice in each leg. The pain must have been excruciating, but he did not let go. His selfless act of defiance saved every single person in that room. Not one of his 20 classmates was harmed. Anthony, however, was left with life-threatening injuries. When paramedics finally reached him, the scene was dire. He had catastrophic injuries. His left thigh bone was shattered. His lungs were damaged. His abdomen was pierced. His survival was nothing short of a miracle. He was rushed to the hospital where he would begin the longest and most arduous fight of his life. He endured over a dozen surgeries, a medically induced coma, and a long, painful hospitalization. While his classmates and the community mourned and began their healing journey, Anthony remained in the hospital, the last survivor to be released. His bravery did not go unnoticed. His peers, the very friends he saved, gave him a nickname that perfectly captured his spirit: the real Iron Man, a hero not of comic books, but of real life. News of his incredible sacrifice spread across the nation, and the world saw the face of true courage in this young, unassuming boy. But the story doesn't end with his physical recovery. In many ways, that's where the next chapter begins. The scars left by that day were not just physical. Anthony, like so many others, was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. The psychological trauma of the event, the memories, the what-ifs, became a new battleground. Before the shooting, Anthony was a passionate and talented soccer player. He dreamed of going professional. Those dreams were cruelly dashed by the bullets that shattered his leg. His athletic career was over before it had even truly begun. This could have been a story of a broken spirit, of a life defined by loss. But that's not who Anthony Borges is. Instead of letting his trauma consume him, he and his family chose to fight back in a different way. They sought justice and accountability. They filed lawsuits against the school district and law enforcement, arguing that failures in the system allowed the tragedy to happen. These legal battles were not just about money. They were about forcing change, about ensuring that what happened at Stoneman Douglas would never happen again. The fight for justice led to significant settlements, but one of the most remarkable outcomes came in 2024, in a truly unprecedented legal move. Anthony Borges reached a settlement that gave him control over the shooter's name and likeness. Think about the power in that. It ensures that the person who caused so much pain cannot profit from his heinous crimes. He cannot write a book, give interviews, or seek fame from his actions without the permission of the very person he tried to kill. Anthony took back the narrative, silencing the voice of hate and elevating the cause of the victims. Today, Anthony Borges is a young man who has endured more than most people will in a lifetime. He has largely recovered physically, though the scars remain. he has found a way to reclaim a part of his old life, a source of joy and freedom, by returning to the soccer field. Not as a professional, but as someone who refuses to let evil take away the things he loves. Playing soccer again is an act of defiance, a symbol of his incredible resilience. He continues to be an advocate for school safety and youth empowerment. He shares his story not for pity or praise, but to inspire real, tangible change. He wants to ensure that no other student has to become a human shield to feel safe in their own classroom. His journey is a powerful reminder that even in the face of unspeakable darkness, the human spirit can shine with incredible light. It's a story of a boy who became a hero, a victim who became a victor, and a survivor who became a powerful voice for change. Anthony Borges' act of heroism on that day was instantaneous, a split-second decision driven by an instinct to protect others. But his heroism since that day has been a conscious choice made every single day. The choice to heal, the choice to fight for justice, the choice to speak out, and the choice to inspire. He shows us that courage isn't just about a single moment of bravery. It's about the enduring strength to carry on, to rebuild, and to make the world a better place from the rubble of tragedy. His story is a vital part of the larger conversation about school safety, mental health, and the incredible capacity for good that exists within us all. It challenges us to ask ourselves, what would we do in that situation? And more importantly, what can we do now to honor the sacrifices of heroes like Anthony and prevent such tragedies from happening again? His legacy is not just in the 20 lives he saved, but in the countless lives he continues to touch with his message of hope, resilience, and unwavering courage. Thank you so much for watching and for allowing us to share this incredible story with you. If you were moved by Anthony's journey, please like this video and share it to help his message of courage reach even more people. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next story. We'll see you in the next one.